I want to call this, this meeting to order. This is, October 30th, 2025, or 6 PM, our monthly HWR committee meeting. So I'll call this meeting to order and take a roll. We have everyone present. So we'll move on to the approval of the agenda. Before we do that, I'd like to, you can go ahead and scratch out A, animal report. Craig's out on call. He's busy tonight, so we'll scratch that one out. And on C, I would like to instead of having Amy Willis or Christmas tree discussion, which we still can discuss that, but I want to add on to that our possible funding of our Christmas on the Square in Manchester that we, I think, done the previous 2 years. So if you put that down for C, that would be great. So,
Okay.
that being said,
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with those amendments.
Second.
a motion by Mr. Morris, second by Mr. Duncan. All in favor of approval of the agenda?
Aye.
Ayes have it. No one here for public comments. So if you want to look on your back sheet, those are the minutes that Ms. Carden Smith so graciously fixed for us and got in today. Look at those and see if anything needs to be adjusted or looked at. When you're done, I'd entertain a motion to approve those.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Mr. Duncan,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Morris. All in favor of approval of these minutes?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Okay. Going down to number 6, our old business. We'll start out with North Coffee Volunteer Fire Department. They're here to give us our monthly fire discussions, and we have Mr. Tyler Bates. Tyler, if you'd come up and turn your microphone on there and just give us a rundown of what's going on at North Coffee and what you got coming up.
I'm Tyler Bates. I'm the captain over at North Coffee Volunteer Fire Department. We actually just made a new purchase of a tanker. It's a 99 model to replace our old tanker, which is actually an old manual truck. We're going to replace it with the new International 4900. We actually are looking to still get in contact with our contractor on our living quarters. We're still waiting on to hear back from him so we can try to get that started as well, so we can actually be able to man that station, instead of, kill our response time. Because, I mean, we're, at the part of the county by the 105, and then if you got to go all the way down to 97, you're looking at a 15-minute ETA easily to get down there. So we're trying to get that started up to where we can try to get the funding for our new living quarters over there, which will consist of a training room, 2 individual bedrooms, a shower, and a kitchen, basically. So, other than that, as of this year, as of today, we have a total of 63 calls this year so far.
63?
Yes, ma'am. 63. We have 6 structure fires of our own, 9 mutual aid structure fired, 4 illegal burns, 6 grass, 4 fire. 2 fire alarms, 3 assist with the 1046 and the 1045, 9 vehicle fires. Others would be power lines and etc. Power lines been down or transformers blowing, 2 of them so far this year. 4 public assists, smoke alarms, fire prevention. We just actually finished up fire prevention last week with the elementary schools and the daycares in our area. And then we've done so far this year 5 smoke alarm installments this year as well. We have 13 firefighters and 4 non-active board members as well.
Is 13, is that about average for y'all, or is that low? It's Kinda low, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of low. We're, you know, we try to get up, get out to where, we're out there. Anybody wanting to join out there, is more than welcome to. It's just, some people want to do it and some people don't. Yeah,
Yes.
because we're not a paid department. We're just
It's rough showing
volunteers.
up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and
Yeah. Yes, sir, it is. Yeah, when you only got, maybe total 4 to 7 firefighters showing up on the scene, and you got 2 running to go get a truck, and then you're hoping everybody else meets you over there.
How many do you like to have?
On the actual fire, we usually try to get as many as we can. With the automatic mutual aid calls, we'll have them responding to us. If we need the manpower, we'll holler for them. Hey, we need manpower. Send what you can. Because most time on the mutual aid call, when we do run a call, it's usually a firefighter and a driver, for the most part.
every structure fire you have, the rest of the county sends a tanker truck, right?
Yes.
That
Most
helps out a
time,
lot,
yes.
right?
Oh yes, Lord, yes. Yeah, because this new truck we're going to get is 1,200 gallons or 1,250 gallons, something like that. And then we're talking about killing a lot of our response time with this being a automatic truck. We're not shifting gears trying to get where we need to be. And we got the truck for actually a pretty decent price. It's only got 15,000 miles. I think by the time it was brought up and towed from, actually they brought it down from New York down here to us. It's sitting in Alabama, actually getting some of the undercarriage coating so we can get it ready to go. So we're looking right around 34,000 by the time it was settled and done for this truck. So
Wow.
we're pleased with it. I mean, like I said, we're limited space there. I mean, I think we're only at 30 feet and we're only 10 tall, and that's just, we just don't have the room.
Don't
So, I
y'all,
mean, we're limited to spaces on our trucks.
don't y'all cover more area than all the other departments? Don't y'all have the biggest area to cover?
Yes, Hillsboro's got maybe like 2 square miles than we do. And we cover, I mean, we're right there. I mean, we're just, I guess we are the second biggest. Hillsboro's number 1, and then I think it's New Union or Summitville, and I think Hickerson falls at the bottom, I think, there. But yeah, we are almost the biggest in the county. So we try to do the best we can to get out there for everybody, so.
Tell you something I noticed the other day. I go out that way a lot, and through the day when we're all at work, they were doing fire safety
Yeah.
Yes.
at the
Daycare.
daycare.
Daycare, yeah.
I think that's
Daycare and
great.
elementary schools, and we
I
try
had
to do
kids that
everything we can.
I had kids that got on North Coffee with the hats.
Yeah, we actually had a ball with that last week.
Good.
There's a lot of kids out there that don't know, and then you have some that do know, and it's
Do
it's
y'all
nice.
do y'all do fire safety at North Coffee School too?
We do.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we done the school first, and then we done the daycare.
Out on 41 there by the horse
41.
barns.
Yeah, yes sir,
Uh-huh.
yes sir. So yeah, we enjoy it. We enjoy going out. We got tomorrow night will be our Halloween trick or treat down at the hall. So,
Cool.
so
Oh.
anybody wants to come out, is more welcome to come out.
Gotcha.
Nice.
How about your what'd y'all do with your smoke detector money? What'd y'all invest in this year?
The smoke detector money, we're actually trying to get into investing in a cascade system. So we're not running to Manchester or Summitville or New Union. We'd like to have one there at our station.
Filling
Yeah.
bottles up.
Yes, sir. And it's hard. For instance, we had a fire this past 2 months ago, and so we actually ran into this issue. We actually had to run to Summitville to get our bottles filled. Well, we got called right back out before they could get the bottles back to us. So, with that being said, we do have spare bottles, but with that, if you have that stuff there, you say 40 minutes altogether round trip. So if you take that 5 minutes there, 10 minutes tops, and then you're cutting out, nearly 30 minutes. I just have to run all the way out there to Summitville or wherever we need to.
Does anybody in the county do they have that mobile yet? Do they have a cascade on a truck yet?
I don't think so. far as
Hillsborough
I
was
know,
talking about doing it at one time.
That'd be great. That'd help out everybody.
It would be nice if we did have something like that, just to even be to go on a call. Only one I know of is Tullahoma, and I could be wrong, but I think it's Tullahoma. But it would be nice to have something like that around close.
Does that just put normal atmospheric air into the tank, pressurizes it?
Yes, sir. Yeah. It just gives us the air to breathe,
Yes.
to go inside. So.
Yeah, it just compresses it into a
Yeah.
tank, like your air compressor at home.
Was that the fire on Kathy Ridge that you had to go back to?
Yes, that was.
That told me a lot about Neil and them too, because they came and stayed with y'all and rehabbed y'all. That's I own the farm down the road from that.
Oh, okay.
And that
Yeah,
house
Kathy.
burnt, and then it burnt again, caught on fire, recombusted.
Was
Yeah,
it
that-
a total loss? It burned
Yeah.
down?
Yes, it was a total loss. And the bad part is so they had so much stuff in the attic to where it was unsafe to even get up there in the attic because it was just basically a log cabin. And being inside that structure, I wasn't gonna put myself in harm to get up there, and I ain't gonna put somebody else's self in harm. If I ain't gonna do it, I ain't gonna ask somebody else to do
And
it.
the fire hydrant down at the causeway is only a 4-inch line, so you could, whatever you call the lake or whatever, you could, in the pond, the round thing, you could blow into that, but you can't pump from the tanker.
Right.
There is a fire hydrant down there, but it's sitting on a 4-inch line.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know exactly who, I know there was quite a bit of shoveling water that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. The rescue squad put that on, and that was a neighbor with a farm down there, and Neil, they showed up with y'all and stayed. I mean, they
they
stayed. most of
stayed,
them. So it shows you that mutual aid, all of them are in it together. So I
Oh, yeah.
appreciate that.
and the good thing is having Neil and them come out like they do is tremendous. And I mean, especially either really hot nights or really cold nights. It's actually
Oh,
really
yeah.
nice to have something like that out there because,
Yeah.
say your blood sugar or something like that drops, you have something because usually they carry snacks or something
Yes.
on there to keep you going. So
What's the ISO rating out there?
the ISO rating, I think it's
Like a 6 or a 7, I think.
I think it's actually 6. I think we used to be
It was
way
lower
up
than
there.
that. but
Yeah, it
went
used to
back
be
up
way
over
up.
the water.
It used to be horrible.
Are y'all still working on actively doing stuff to get that down now?
Yes, we are. We're actually constantly trying to figure out something we can do to get it down. Like I said,
Yeah, y'all two would both know because that would be on y'all's insurance.
Well, I'm not. It won't help me. We don't have fire hydrants close enough.
How about
And the
you?
fire station's not
I don't
close
know anything
enough.
about that.
Yeah. You have to be within so many miles of the station and so many miles of
Well,
it.
there's a fire hydrant at the end of Noah Road, but I don't know if it works.
I think it
Yeah, you're
does.
way
I
past
think
it.
that one at
Yeah.
Noah does work. Because
But if it helps somebody, it's
that
worth
back
fighting
the
for.
last big storm was that hit that barn over there, that big barn that caught fire off of. I was trying to think of that little church right there at Noah. If you're coming down 41, you make the left right there. And
At
Todd,
the church? Yeah, Charlie Todd Road?
Charlie Todd Road, yeah.
Did they
there's
have a fire back there?
They sure did. It was a big old barn that caught fire. Lightning struck it
Oh,
and caught the horse trailer on fire and everything. Yes, ma'am.
How long
you're
ago?
I want to
This
say
year?
yes, ma'am. It was this year.
Wow.
It was this year.
So y'all use the hydrant right there?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, you're probably close enough
Um,
to them at the top of the hill that you'd probably get some insurance relief off you,
Yes,
probably.
should be up.
how do I find that out?
Your insurance
Policy.
company. Your homeowners.
Is
Yeah.
it on the policy or do you have to ask?
You have to add it to, you have to give them all the information. That way they lower
Okay.
your,
I did not know that. So if somebody wanted to become a volunteer fireman, what would they do? Would they call you?
They can get in touch with us. We also have a Facebook page, or they can call the fire department's phone number, leave us a voice message, and we'll usually reach out to them. I will, or some of the other officers will reach out to them, and we'll actually get in touch with them as soon as we can. Usually somebody's there every night, or stops by there. I usually stop by there every afternoon whenever I get off work. So I usually stop by and see if there's something that needs to be done most of the time. Or
Where are you gonna put the living quarters?
the living quarters.
Going up?
So the living quarters is actually going to be right there. So if you're looking at our fire station, it'll actually be connected to our very last bay. If you're looking at the little man door, You go down to the fourth bay, it'll be technically right there
Okay.
next to the other building. So all that
Good
will
deal.
be connected. Like I said, we're trying to get that taken care of for us, but we are having problems trying to get that person to come out there and our engineer to basically take care of it. But yeah, we're that's our biggest thing, is trying to get that time cut down in half. Because if we're and the bad part is, so if we run mutual aid with Hillsborough, we're looking at 20 minutes to get there, and that's trying to get from the house to there to the hall to the scene. Which I mean, like the other night, I ran that call out there at Hillsborough, and we actually had a pretty good ETA out there to them guys. So we was pushing out there, trying to get out there. So
Are you having a fundraiser this year or this fall?
we're going to try to. I'd say we probably try doing the fundraiser probably sometime next spring or the fall. We just finished up our photo with Mr. Jim that comes in and does our photos for the year. Our photo fundraiser that comes around, and gets donations and stuff. We just finished with him a couple of weeks ago, matter of fact.
Okay.
Has the smoke detector money, has that helped out on y'all not having to do as much fundraising? Has it helped out a lot?
Yes, we've actually took some of that money and invested in a new chop saw and what else have we got? And part of that actually come in with the new truck we just purchased as well. So yeah, so I mean we try to stay on the verge of to limit us what we got in our budget. That way we don't go overboard. So that way we can stay afloat at the end of the year. Still got bills that still got to be taken care of as well, truck maintenance and everything else.
We sure appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Any more questions for Tyler?
Nope.
Tyler, like I said, we appreciate everything you
Thank
do.
you, sir.
Appreciate
Anything
y'all.
you need any help with anything,
Yes,
and
sir.
we're always willing to help with this.
So you need 7 more people to call though to get to the 12 fire detectors by end of next year, so we can get you the money for this year.
All right.
Because
All right.
it's running this year too.
Okay.
So if you can get 7 more, that'll get you the 43.
Okay.
Or
Yeah, I'll,
41, excuse me.
Yeah, we
667.
yeah, I'm almost positive that's right. The 5.
So if
you
you
only,
live in the,
you only got to install
Start.
12.
yeah, so if you live in the
Yeah.
North Coffee area and you've not had fire detectors put in your house in the last 10 years, you can call the North Coffee Fire Department and they will come install those fire detectors for free. And your phone number out there is,
What? Yeah. What's the number?
It's let's see.
Not to put you on the
No,
spot.
you're good. You're good.
and that
Most
goes
time
for
I give everybody
that goes
my
for
personal number.
anybody in Coffee County. If you will call your local volunteer fire
Yes.
department and ask them, they install those fire detectors in your home for free at no charge to you.
And usually, since October's Fire Prevention Month,
Mm-hmm.
the telephone number is usually on the sign out in front of the fire station, right, Tyler?
Yes, most of the time it is. It's 931-728-4674 would be North Coffee's
There you
volunteer
go.
fire department's
Saves
phone
people,
number.
save a life, save money.
You're exactly right.
I bet Roseanne can get you some. I bet she can get you some customers out
I'm
there.
gonna try.
Event she
Yeah.
goes.
That'd work. That'd work. We, I do. If I ain't mistaken, I believe North Coffee is the leading county fire with these smoke alarm installments. I think we haul it out the most. I don't remember.
They last for 10 years if you don't tamper with them.
Yes, they'll last for
Yeah.
10 years. The battery is
Yes.
sealed. You can't
Yes.
get to that battery.
But if you tamper with it, it damages it.
Yes. Yes.
And by the way, they are free, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Free.
Free.
So
Free.
can
beat
be
it.
Cheaper
free.
than you go. You go to the store. You're talking $60-$70 a pop for just one. You get your local department come out there, put them in for free.
I'm glad you said something about the battery sealed and can't get to it, because I got one that was going off a little bit, a new one, and I was getting ready to tear into that thing. I think I wound up putting it out of the way where I can't hear it anymore. But
And also, Tullahoma and Manchester residents can get these free smoke detectors too.
I got 2 houses
So
redone
they're
in the
available
last 3 months.
in Manchester and Tullahoma too. So, all right, Tyler, we appreciate you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you for
Alright. Thank you.
coming.
Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all.
All righty, moving down to our Christmas tree discussion, which I wanna add on to, the Christmas on the Square thing. Can discuss that. Like I was telling Roseanne, I think that date's gonna be the 12th of December. And this Christmas on the Square is pretty much, all the shops, stores, businesses up there, they decorate, they're open that night.
And
They
that's a
have-
Friday night.
Yeah. They have vendors up there. It's basically, it was a promotion to get the square back going again. And I think for the past 2 years, we've funded, I think, $3,500 with the city. I think the city spent like 10,000, 12,000, but we helped out a little bit with the tree and decorations of the courthouse. And it's a big promotion to help the square to get people back to the square. I think the square's doing really good up there. They got some new business up there, new restaurant. So I think I think it's doing really good. If you hadn't been up there, I'd encourage you to go. It's really neat. They have, horse and wagons with carriages, and you can tour the downtown area. And it said last year it was just a real big success. The businesses did good. So I look for this year for it to be even bigger, better. So.
That's great.
So if, any discussion on that, we probably need to start that here if we wanna do it, and send it over to
How
to
much,
Budget and
how much
Finance.
money are we talking about?
I think the last 2 years, we funded $3,500 to them,
Does that come out of tourism or what?
tourism. Yeah.
County tourism.
Right.
Yep.
Are we talking any more about a tree?
Well, I was gonna let Tim discuss that with us, because we're kinda out of a tree this year, but next year we can maybe get back on.
Amy took off of that, and it wound up being that to anchor it was going to have guide wires out there, which could have caused problems. I don't know how the state of Tennessee, I have been so covered up with my work, I don't know how the state of Tennessee anchors theirs at the state capitol, and it's probably set aside someplace. So she called me last week.
I can answer that question.
Okay.
They have a place, it's like an insert in the ground
Okay.
already, and it's like year after year, they take it down, and it's an insert, a hole in
Okay.
there, and they have a brackets they put in it, and they can, I guess, put water in there to keep it going.
Wedge it.
So how
Okay.
big a tree is that one?
Oh, it's
big.
humongous,
I
the one
thought
for the
so.
state of
So what are we
Tennessee.
talking about here?
Well, we had the grand idea, excuse me, of having a tree from Coffee County. Doesn't make any difference if you wanted to donate your tree.
Yeah,
We ran into that problem, so we backed off in going to a live tree, a bald tree, put in there and have it put in. But there are so many wires and cables around the courthouse, we don't have the 811 time to scope it all out and get it in.
not this year.
So this year we're going to pass, and I'm sort of disappointed in that, but I don't know, we just ran into so many problems with that, so. If we put a live tree there, it needs to be a slow-growing tree, but one thing I worried about is.
Or a dwarf tree.
Yeah, okay, it can't be too close to the courthouse, because it can't do any kind of structural damage to the courthouse. It should not shed on the courthouse, because the courthouse is more important than anything, because of just the historical thing of it. Shouldn't do anything to the courthouse, so we're gonna have to get with some people and really decide where it needs to sit, if we're gonna put one in there and leave it there, permanent tree.
And see, the thing about that is over the years, if you looked at old pictures of the courthouse, we've lost a lot of trees up there from age, and we haven't really replaced anything. So at some point, we're gonna have to start replacing. If not, we're gonna have no trees up there.
See,
And the-
I was saying, I bought bald trees 2 or 3 years in a row, and I think they all lived. And that was 30 years ago. And the biggest one is probably 25 feet across.
Yeah, and that would be something that we would have to study, and if you're gonna buy like a bald white pine or something and use it, in 20 years, it will have to be harvested. It would grow that fast. You can get a blue spruce that will grow slower,
That's
But-
what I got.
then it will have to be taken care of by somebody. So we might do that.
Probably not in any of our lifetimes.
Yeah.
Started, I didn't take care of mine. They're still alive.
I think it would add to it, but that's where we are with the Christmas tree, and if we donate, I will make a motion that we donate the same amount that we did last year to the square
Without saying what it's for.
for Christmas
Yeah,
decorations.
it's going for,
It has to be for Christmas
on,
decorations.
at the courthouse.
At the courthouse.
Yep.
Not any place else, but
Now,
on the
last
courthouse.
year,
the
if
courthouse.
I remember, weren't they rented?
Yeah, it was a company come in and put it all up, and I don't know if y'all saw it or not. I got
It
some
was
pictures.
beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was like really nice. And it went to a rental, the company come in, professionally done it. They did the tree, they did all the, and, I think this year they're gonna try to do even more.
Okay.
But they only did the south side of the square. I think this year they're gonna try to do more and maybe incorporate the east and west side. But I think they're gonna, they thought we were gonna do the north side of the square, but we're not going to be able to, so. Actually, it's
Well,
really good.
you know, the courthouse belongs to everybody. The square belongs to Manchester, so to be technically correct, we
No,
need,
the
we need,
the county owns.
well,
the
out
square.
into the road, yeah.
Yeah.
Out into
People
the
in
road,
Tullahoma,
but,
County, everywhere.
everybody owns the courthouse, and that $3,500 from tourism, if they will decorate, use that to decoration of the whole courthouse, I'll make that as a motion.
All right, get a motion by Mr. Morris. Anybody want a second that?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mr. Duncan. All in favor of the $3,500 going towards decoration of the courthouse, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None being, motion passes. Okay, I got if I could, just for a minute, I got a message from, our animal control director. He sent me a list here. I can go over it really quick if you guys wanna hear it. He had 62 animals enter the shelter this month, 27 of which of those were adopted. 11 of those were reclaimed by their owners.
How many?
11 were reclaimed by their owners. 60 animals were transferred to other shelters, and 99% live release rate. And they had, the shelter had $3,309 received this month.
1 month.
How much?
$3,309.
We have any idea how much it normally takes?
I don't, unless any of y'all remember it. I don't remember any of the figures, but I think the sometimes
That
we
would
have,
be
what,
from
$3,000
fines and
to
adoption fees, yeah.
$5,000 usually there monthly coming in.
For adoption fees.
Yeah, and I don't know,
I think so, it's just donations. Period.
and I don't know if I don't know if that counts the fee that's donated or not. He says usually they have a lot of feed that's donated, so I don't know if he transfers that over to
Yeah.
cost of feed or not, but. Any
Well,
questions on
Thank you
that?
for that report.
Alrighty, that being said, we'll go down to Tim, rural
Okay.
water report. You got anything for us?
Well, the last meeting, our last big meeting, we tabled the J.E. Sarton Road, so, to work on some things. And I have to say a big thank you to Roger Chambers, because he has been tenacious to get these people water. And he has found a couple of grants that he and I are gonna start working on to raise the, pipe diameter from 4 inches to 6 inches. And these grants would pay totally for the pipe, and Manchester City has agreed to put it in. So he's working on that, and I really want to thank him, because he's from Manchester, and he's gone out and taken this by the horn and found these grants, and that's through Manchester City to do that. So I very much
That's
appreciate
great.
him.
That's very good.
Yeah, I talked to him too, and he said he thought the grants was like an 80-20.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
a lot.
Yeah, it is. It's an 80-20 well, it's a 20% match on our side.
So with that, with that being said, I guess he's gonna continue to. he's
Yes,
still
and I'm gonna,
do this.
help him with the roads and stuff. We're gonna look out in that whole area and see what all we can just keep tagging.
And y'all are gonna bring these grants.
Yes.
The results of these grants
Yes.
back, and then we're gonna
Yeah,
go from
send
there.
it from there.
So if you had a dollar amount, is it still the grant would cover 80% and
Yes.
the county would be,
Well,
Or somebody.
city.
or
Yeah.
or the people that live there?
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
they not?
instead of
Yeah.
I
somebody.
think it should be the.
and there is an
the
agreement now on the
homeowners.
people on J.E. Sarton Road that they would pay a fee
Good.
every month for, to pay back the money, so they would agree to do that.
That sounds like a great.
And that may
plan.
help us move forward faster,
Well, I think that's the way to do it.
if there's a fee and we can do the
If people
grants.
really want water, they'll get it.
So there is an interest in everybody on this committee that they continue to work on this.
Sure.
Mr. Duncan, you good with
It
that?
always comes down to money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right, Tim, y'all proceed on.
The sad part about it is the lake was there put in the 70s, and those people are that far away from it. And I guess the scary part about it is, for me, is when you look downriver of what everybody's demanding of the Duck River and Normandy Lake. Somebody big in the state of Tennessee is really going to have to help monitor. And I don't know, I know TVA has control of the lake, but downstream, if we're going through a drought up here, they should not be watering their grass in Columbia, Tennessee. And I don't know how you go about fixing all that.
Well, they have big concerns in Columbia about
Oh,
water.
yeah. Well,
Because
the pipeline from the Cumberland River to Spring Hill was if they started it a month ago, was gonna cost $1.9 billion with a B, to do that pipeline. And I think it was like 72 inches in diameter, so it's a 6-foot tall pipe, and they couldn't afford, nobody can afford to do that.
And, in the 70s, there was proposed dam to be in Columbia. That
The
never
dam
was
was
one
finished.
built,
It was
That was
finished
built.
except for the gates, and if you look now,
and
it's
they
all gone.
destroyed it.
That's right.
And TWRA
I
owns
don't
it
know
now.
why you'd ever want to destroy something like that, but
Well, it had something called a snail
Snail
darter.
darter, that is all.
still, you could have left it
Yeah,
without impounding.
So that's where we are on rural water right now.
okay. All right, so,
But I do want to say again, thank you to Roger.
yeah, thank you, Roger, for all your help on this, and
Yes.
we're gonna continue to investigate this, so.
Right, where's Roger? Where is he
Roger
located?
Chambers, he sits behind you.
Behind me, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah,
He's
yeah,
been
yeah.
at a lot of our
I got you, yeah.
HWR meetings.
Okay, well, I knew the name kept ringing a bell in my mind. Right,
He's
you got
also with Manchester.
Fire Department.
you. Yeah.
All right, any new business we need to discuss? Anybody have anything?
Y'all probably haven't done it, you probably have gone through this. I'm getting 30 to 40 phone calls a day. And this is something I'm wondering if it's something that could be helped by the county government, as to this. I'm getting Medicare phone
I think
calls
we all
a day.
are.
Of course, I know that, well, I'm wondering about that, but I get 30, it starts in the morning, every morning about 8 o'clock. Every 30 minutes, there are programmed calls, and they're just nuisance calls all day long. And I don't know, and I keep hearing it on the other end, that there's a lot of fraud going on out here, and people calling you and with, bad information and all this stuff, and getting, and I'm wondering if there's something to this, or if it's something we,
You just need to hang up.
well, I do, but 35 to 40 times a day.
Huh?
And it's got it says McEwen, Tennessee, it
Right
says
behind you.
Winchester, Tennessee, and I can usually tell who it is.
I
It
get it
doesn't have,
too. I just,
it doesn't have the names that, if somebody calls, you call me, your name will show up,
Yeah.
more than likely, And I'm just saying, I've been put up, this for the last, about 10, 12 weeks.
it'll
Have
keep
you
on
reported-
until December.
Have you put your phone number in the do not call number?
I'm not aware if they do not call.
Whose phone service do you have? Is
I've
it
got,
like to?
yeah.
Well, call them.
Yeah.
'Cause that's exactly what I did. And anything that looks like it's not known, it knocks it off. I don't have to answer it.
Yeah, well, that's good to know, 'cause I've reached out to a lot of folks. I do this little TV show about once every 2 weeks. I've asked folks for input, because I know there are a lot of other people in the county, citizens who are putting up with this crap. And, it's got to be a mess. It's a mess.
I get
Right now.
one ring typically, and it takes one ring, and then light tube cuts it off.
Well, it takes one ring for me, and I cut them off. I will.
I don't get there
You
that
don't talk
fast.
to them? I love talking to them.
Oh,
See, I'm the guy who keeps them
I
on
have
the
to
phone
sit
for
there and
30
wait to
minutes.
hello, and then I say, hello.
I'll
and
tell
then
you what's
finally somebody
really
come on and
bad,
says, how you doing? Says,
Jackie,
"Huh?"
don't talk to them.
I don't. I don't.
Because my
but
son,
2 or 3 every now
my
and then.
son thought about checking into Obamacare,
Yeah.
and we got more than a dozen,
Solicitation.
appointments, basically, not appointments, contracts
Yeah.
that he never signed and never asked for.
Oh, you click on the wrong thing on, going out
Well,
on
if
the
they get-
internet, you'll
If they
get the
got your
same thing.
name and address, it's a scam. They turn it
yeah.
into the federal government for healthcare, and they get paid a commission.
Yeah, well,
And you can't get rid of it without going back to the marketplace and saying, I don't want these, I don't want this.
Well,
And then
see-
at the end of the year, when you get to do your filing your taxes, they won't accept, your return until you get all that cleaned up.
well, they suckers, they've accepted my return, but they haven't sent me my check, my refund check, but I ain't got it yet.
Well, you're not going to,
And
if
it
you
might
don't
not,
clean
yeah, the
everything up.
government's still down, you know, 'cause might not ever get it now, I don't know, but.
That's what my son ended up doing, and it took about 8 months
Yeah.
to
Well, I've been
get
trying to-
all those deleted.
All right, what's your date, Jimmy?
All right, let's look at, set our time, location, which will be here in November. Let's look at, November 20th.
Okay.
I think that may follow budget finance again, maybe, I think. Did y'all cancel tonight, right?
Yes, and and then she came back from vacation, so we have one next Thursday.
Okay. All right.
She has something.
I'm trying to see what I was signing, man. Shuffle away on there.
It was that,
All righty, that being said, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I will.
Mr. Miller with a motion to adjourn, Ms. Smith